up, it look like I'm foreign cars driving fast. I never done this before. Drown out my problems. Let me. Went up in a bitch magic. With the gang, we ball out. It can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror now, I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laughing.
I'm about to make a play. Move the chains, tell them get about the way. Move the chains, I'm about to win the game. Move the chains, baby, tell them move the chains. I score up in the end zone, do my dance all on a hater. A mover and a shaker, you a novice, I'm a player. I'm from DC, but I'm running through and sacking like a raider. 2 chains on my neck, one for now and one for later. If we don't play fair, baby, we play for keeps. You can pass me up, this is not a bye week. I'm looking for a trophy competition, looking steep. And I'm training, I've been focused, I've been bombing from the deep. I'm like, move the chains, I'm about to make a play. Move the chains, tell them get about the way. Move the chains, I'm about to win the game. Move the chains, baby, tell them move the chains. Move the needle for the city like the championships. All my records go hard, this a champion hit. I've been working for this moment like I've been in the gym. Jumping all over hurdles, I'm evading the pit. Head to head with anybody, take them, I can shake them. I invite them to the fire, then I bake them, I'ma break them. I'm a Hall of Fame legend, they should go and hang my jersey. Made to put in work, I don't think they really heard me like, move the chains, I'm about to make a play. Move the chains, tell them get about the way. Move the chains, I'm about to win the game. Move the chains, baby, tell them move the chains. Ain't no stopping me, ain't no topping me. I am up, #1 seed, ain't nobody popping up. Got a squad of gorillas from the jungle suited up. You kicking off against me, hope you ready, get it up. I be booted up, popping out a Sprinter or a truck. Whole team chasing bags while they chasing us. Calling audible, I read the game, I think it's time to switch. You get hit, if I miss, then my teammates got the blitz, Move the chains, I'm about to make a play. Move the chains, tell them get about the way. Move the chains, I'm about to win the game. Move the chains, baby, tell them move the chains.
Yeah, I just ran a checkup on myself. Some days I just have to check up on myself. I'm so icy, got that GG on my belt. Thank the Lord for my people in my health. Lost a lot, but I came out with no else. Thank the Lord for my people in my health. And I'm fine as hell from my head down to my nails. My man tripping cause I got another cell. He still buy me YSL. I could get it by myself. These I could get it by myself. I could get it by myself. These I could get it by myself. I'ma get it by myself. Yeah. Feel like Ginger from Casino. Aces up my sleeve though. Right before I leave, I said like I'm Dino. Think I'm part Italian. Blame that on Gino. Smells like the medallion. The skin on cappuccino. I don't kiss and tell. Keep your distance from myself. Fettuccine with the snails in a 5-star hotel. And I wish he's well when they wish for me to fail. I might donate petty bills. They can't get it by themselves.
That's why you treat black men good, but not too good. I give them too much, then they don't need me. I give them just
enough. I just ran a checkup on myself. Some days I just have to check up on myself. I'm so icy, got that GG on my belt. Thank the Lord for my people in my health. Lost a lot, but I came out with no else. Thank the Lord for my people in my health. And I'm fine as hell from my head down to my nails. My man tripping cause I got another cell. He still buy me YSL. I could get it by myself. These I could get it by myself. I could get it by myself. These I could get it by myself. I'ma get it by myself. Yeah. I'ma get it.
Thank you, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Oakland, California. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between our visitors and the Oakland Raiders. That'll be taken in the end zone. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
Choose the mic. You remember me? You remember me? Let's go, baby. Heavy.
First rep of the game for Josh Jacobs. He works his way forward for a couple up past the 30. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it. Because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
On second down, it's Jacobs. Just a couple on the ground there, and that's going to bring up third and about 6. 2 yards on the first down carry, and then followed up by 2 yards on the second down carry.
Well, that's definitely not going to be enough to get the job done. Wasn't the expression 3 yards in a cloud of dust?
Now they're going to need 6 on third down to keep the drive going. This defense looking for an early stop. This is third down and 6. Working from the gun, it's Carr. And the throw there going to be incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on third down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on third down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
So on fourth down, here's Johnny Townsend to punt it. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. It'll be a 44-yard punt. The return goes for 8. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over.
I do this for the family. I might just blow my wheel.
Cook it up, gourmet. I go Super Saiyan, gold tank. Anything I ever do is top rank. Got more boards than a Shawshank. Cook it up, gourmet. I go Super Saiyan, gold tank. Anything I ever do is top rank. Got more boards than a Shawshank. I don't wear ball mains. All I ever do is ball main. I am not a rapper, they all lame. I am not dope, I'm hard. Wait, I can power up and level up at any moment. Spitting like a semi, only give me semicolon. Couple zeros like I'm sending yell nets. Every flow is unmatched and I better get set in. Finish them. Mess around with me and I diminish them all. Even if I ever did the minimum all. In the result, I'm better killing them all. Rogue one, but I got a team with me. Bad man when I got a thing with me. I get mean, I get green. Show the whole game what's never been seen. Cook it up, gourmet. I go Super Saiyan, gold tank. Anything I ever do is top rank. Got more bars than a Shawshank. Cook it up, gourmet. I go Super Saiyan, gold tank. Anything I ever do is top rank. Got more bars than a Shawshank.
Designer sneakers hurt my feet now. Every beat is getting beat down. Couldn't eat, well watch I eat now. Like how you getting paid to freestyle? Different cities every week now. Every woman is a now. With state prop, you looking bleak now. I was home to sleep, designer sheets now. 30 different missions. When I speak, they listen. Couldn't find it, so she fishing. Who the crew? It wasn't you. I know it's true, cause you look like the opposition.
This is the NFL on EA Sports as we welcome you from the East Bay and Oakland, California. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between our visitors and the Oakland Raiders. This will be fielded at the 8. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back home, yo. Let's make these babies cry all the way back home.
Now Carr. And he will not get away from the pressure here. Carr taken down. A bad start there. A big loss on their first play from scrimmage. It's 2nd down. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Carr. Space to maneuver at the 40. Got a man. It's Brown. And finally down at the 41-yard line.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
Just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. Now Carr. He gets it to Brown. Complete. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
185. Pick it up, guys. Pick it up. SOS.
First carry for Josh Jacobs. Pushing forward for 3 up to the 48.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because when they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Check 3. Check. Fresno.
On 2nd down, Jacobs. And he's going to get across midfield and into Charger territory. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's 3rd down.
Mike White down. 180.
To throw, it's Carr. This will be caught. Tyrell Williams. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. but it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. Third down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go up and make the tackle right away.
And they're not going to get the kick off in time. So that'll back them up 5. Here's Johnny Townsend to punt it away. And this will be out of bounds at the what here? The 12-yard line.
Check, walk 54, walk 54. In the face.
Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy. 17 yards for the Chargers there as they've got themselves a first down. They'll run. This is Melvin Gordon. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
On second and 11 now. Jackson for Keenan Allen. That's complete. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 39 yards the distance covered on the catch and run.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great. And what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game.
24 is the mark. Set the tone, defense. Set the tone, defense.
And with the play clock winding down, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33.
You better be afraid of me. You better be afraid.
Here's Jackson. He's got a man. That's Keenan Allen. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down L.A.
First down, Chargers.
Watch the safety creep. Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping.
Now Gordon on first down. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Pretty effective run there, and now they can start to smell that end zone.
Pound the rock. Make sure you use your O-line to set the tone of dominance and physicality, and pound the rock.
Here's the first carry for Northwestern's Justin Jackson. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and no more.
A quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers putting their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the second and the third level. Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
So the opening drive does yield points, maybe not the 7 they wanted, but they'll take the 3.
Accumulating first downs does not go up on the scoreboard, but it does go into the DNA of a team that's trying to establish itself to start a game. That has to feel pretty good for them. They'll take the 3.
Yeah, they had 3 first downs and 3 points. And a good effort on the return there gets them across the 30 to the 33-yard line. The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. Carr going to give it to Jacobs. And an alley to run. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A gain there of 21 yards.
This is a little bit like baseball here. Strong up the middle. Both sides want to be that. In this case, the offense ended up winning the ultimate battle.
And those big runs between the tackles, that's a little deflating for a defense, isn't it?
It really is, because that's where your strength's supposed to be. You're supposed to be in a spot where they can't make that yardage there. You're supposed to send them outside. Not in this case.
And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Give him a first down, 15 yards that time for the Raiders. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Carr. Oh, he's able to out-muscle him here as he pulls it in. Give him a first down, 15 yards that time for the Raiders.
That's another Raiders first down. 1st and 10 at the 16-yard line.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and 12.
At the 18-yard line.
Down. Blue 80. Check 52's the mic. I'm coming. Check the backer. Check the backer. Wide. Get wide. Hey, 734. You got time.
Now a carry for Jacobs. And he'll get this down only to the 18. The second down play, not much better than the first. Just a gain of 1 there. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
Throwing his Carr on 3rd down. And a nice job there defensively to contain him and get him to the ground a few yards short of the first down marker. Pretty solid gain of 7 yards that time as he scrambled, but now they face a 4th down. Three-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Second quarter from Oakland, the homestanding Raiders with the football here. They are, however, facing a 4th down situation.
Daniel Carlson on for the field goal. A 27-yard.
The kick by Carlson is good, and that will tie us at 3-3. So they put together a good little drive there, but ultimately stalling out in the red zone.
Yeah, I know a lot of people look at it as a little bit of a negative. They didn't get 6 points out of it, right? Didn't get the touchdown. But that's actually okay. They got 3 points. Able to give their defense a little bit of rest, let them settle down over there. So all in all, to me, that's a good drive.
Let's go.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 38-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now. And I think the ball's out, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
On 2nd down, they'll run with Gordon. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. There goes Melvin Gordon. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Melvin Gordon, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Chargers have taken the lead. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And the lead is now 10-3. Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Big series right here. We got to step it up.
Here's Carr to throw. They shakes him off. But in the end, the pressure too great, and he goes down.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done.
Hey, wahoo!
Now Carr. This will be caught by Brown. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A 1st down there on a pickup of 25.
And a Raider 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now a first carry for the backup, Isaiah Crowell. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a 1st down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Try to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Picked off at about the 31. And the return stops just a little bit shy of midfield at the 48-yard line.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
The Charger drive about to get going. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again. And
when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you...
This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, L.A. Keenan Allen, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Chargers get the quick strike touchdown.
Well, this is exactly where I expect teams to take a shot. Right after a turnover, you count on the defense being a little bit jumbled coming out on the field, maybe catch them back on their heels, and that's exactly what they did there. They threw it downfield and really created a big play.
Yeah, you said jumbled. They were the definition of jumbled defensively. One play and into the end zone. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Forcing completion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
The Raiders on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. From the gun, it's Carr. Got his man. That's Tyrell Williams. And they'll get it out just short of the 45 at the 44. The pickup goes for 16 and a Raider first down.
But give the defensive guys a little bit of credit. They didn't let the deep ball beat them on that play, did they?
No, the drag, that guy can be your safety valve. We saw it right there.
Yeah, and it picked up a first down for them, too.
Carr now 7 of 10 here in this first half, and he's got a 1st and 10. Carr gives to Richard. And he's going to get across midfield and into Charger territory. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
They go back to the ground, this time Jacobs. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now it's Crowell. Touchdown, Oakland. Isaiah Crowell, his first touchdown on the year, as his guys are back within a single score. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that slices the lead down to 17-10. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. This will be fielded at the 8. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right in your playbook, one play drive's exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Jackson. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. He can run for it, and he will. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 14 yards is the pickup there, and a Charger first down.
And that was a nice, strong run by the guy they call the field general.
Throwing now, Jackson on first down. Sets up the screen to Gordon. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. That one good for 13 and a Charger first.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
He's going to let it go end zone for Allen. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down. They're going for a receiver there. Already has one touchdown in this first half. A second one not to be.
I like where their headspace is, though. I mean, I really like the thought process, right? You got a guy who's already scored one, right? You want to go back to him, continue the hot hand, and make them adjust to you defensively. I like what they were trying to get done, even though they weren't successful.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll set up a third down.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable third down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Jackson. And that is incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Badgley hit from 59 in his rookie season. This one not quite as long, but he shows off that big leg. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
The throw complete here to Williams. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A Raider first down, 17 yards.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag because when you do, you just put the ball on him and then let him run.
He's got some space. They go play action here on first down. It's complete to Brown, right side. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A good pickup there, 26 yards. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
We get slap happy up here sometimes. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it. Second and 9.
Brings up second and 9 at the 31-yard line.
Here's second and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Hey, we're good, we're good. 180.
Operating from the gun. Carr into a double team, and it's intercepted. Trevor Williams with a pick. And the return goes up to his own 17-yard line. Darren Waller, the intended receiver. That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been
in trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. Second and 19. Here's Jackson to throw. Allen's got it complete. And he'll be out of bounds near the 30. In fact, right on the 30. A gain there of 21 yards. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
Now Jackson on first down. Being chased out left. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now second down.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. So negative yardage, a loss of 3 on second down, and that leads to a tough third down call. On the counter, here's Gordon. And they will bottle him up behind the line, and now will they use a timeout? Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. On fourth down, here's Matt Bosher on to punt. Back deep, Antonio Brown. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble. Was hoping to make a play there on the return with his speed. Instead, he makes a play for the other side.
Yeah, and how many times have we heard coaches say, you know, sometimes it's not really about those X's and O's we draw up. It's about those Jimmies and Joes. And when you have a punt returner, he's one of those Jimmies and Joes, one of the best athletes. He's unable to make the play that they were seeking, though.
The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down.
And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Nasir Adderley. And he's given his guys a shot for late points as they will take over in range for a field goal or maybe more. So first and 10 now from the 30. After the interception, here's Jackson. And this is complete. It's Allen. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. No move for the field goal unit. They're going to go here with 5 seconds left. Final play of the half here. It's Jackson. He finds his receiver Williams for a Charger touchdown. Mike Williams in the final seconds of the first half. For the Chargers, they're able to widen their lead.
And that's a lead that excites a team as they head into the half. Good way to finish things off.
Yeah, able to extend that lead, and you always say it, that can totally change the complexion of half number 2.
Yeah, it changes your morale, changes your outlook. But even before that, let's see if they decide to kind of squib kick or what they're going to do on the kickoff, because you don't want to give up a big play right before the half ends.
Good point. An incredibly short kick fielded way up there.
Come on, fellas.
We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. So the Chargers will start the second half with the lead and the football as we're underway in the third quarter. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3.
Rabbit.
Newsom on the carry. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Let's go now. 54. 54, Mike. 66. Boot. Watch the boot.
They run on 1st down with Jackson. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Buying time to his left. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
Got it. Check Mike 50. Mike is a 50. Check Mike 50. I got you.
To throw again on 2nd down. Jackson. Hit from behind, and he's going to be driven down.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. The quarterback was hit.
Mike 54. Let him know. Let him know. Back. Hey, watch that. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. No chance.
There's Jackson on 3rd and long. Got a man. It's complete. Williams. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 23.
Well, we always hear about the connections some quarterbacks have with certain receivers. I think this guy has a connection with just about everyone. Didn't mind throwing it in there against double coverage to him.
Shows some confidence, supreme confidence.
Big-time confidence that he would make the play for him, and he did.
Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
Now it's Jackson, and he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. So now then the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal. Now Jackson. And it's intercepted at the goal line. LaMarcus Joyner with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. He was trying to get that one to Allen that time. But they needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the 3rd quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break. Taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive. And he will double the space they have to work with as they take it from the 2 to the 4.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
Back near his goal line. Here's Carr. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. Antonio Brown, kiss him goodbye. Past the 20, 10, and he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down, so let's see what this is about. Carlson now to add the extra point. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson.
The Chargers take over first down 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them,
there goes Melvin Gordon, the 20. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Melvin Gordon with his second TD of the game, his 6th on the year. The Chargers, they're able to widen their lead. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. This will be fielded at the 8. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. To throw again. Carr. He's going to find and complete it to Renfro. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
That's a gain of 8. Brings up
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
52. Mike 52. Raider 9. Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
Carr going to throw. Able to find Waller. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Give him 12 yards that time and an Oakland 1st down. I think everyone in the stadium saw that big hit coming.
And I, as a former defensive back, have to admit I'm a little disappointed. He actually was able to hold on to the ball. He brought the lumber on that play. Give my man a whole lot of credit for taking the hit and possessing the football.
And picking up the 1st down. They'll run on 1st down. It's Jacobs. He'll get about 4 here, down to the 43-yard line.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down, a very solid gain on that play.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Oh, yeah. And here we go again.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Crowell. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
One thing that really impressed me about Joey Bosa is that he doesn't sacrifice the run game trying to get sacks. This guy really knows how to hold the point of attack, great leverage, and then goes and sheds people and makes plays.
And at 6'5", 270, just a monster.
Absolute monster with a really high motor.
Raider 1.
To throw on 3rd down. Carr. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
I remember a coach telling me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been some good numbers put up against them offensively. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Here now, Johnny Townsend, as he'll kick it away for the second time. And this will be up to the ruling of the side judge here. He says it crossed out of bounds at the 16-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going, and they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball, but how about them just taking it big-time jaunt. Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Jackson options out left, and now he'll tuck it and run. Give him 3 on the keeper there, and it is second down.
Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
At the 46-yard line.
They're running it.
On 2nd and 7, Jackson. And he's got the open man. It's Allen on the comebacker. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 39.
And another thing that makes a comeback route really effective is that oftentimes after you've made the initial move, receivers breaking away from the defensive back, and that makes it a really tough play to defend. Nice chunky yardage.
Rush coming, and he's taken down.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
Stepping up, he's going to keep it. 11 yards is the gain on the keeper there, but now it's 3rd down.
After another impressive run, the question has to be asked, how do you slow these guys down running the football? I think they're going to try and get more people to the point of attack, try and get more people to the line of scrimmage, almost use a variety of run blitzes in order to try and get it done.
Well, they need to get to the 29 if they want to pick up a first here on 3rd down. On the delayed handoff, this is Gordon. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on 3rd down. Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. Caught by Allen. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Keenan Allen, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. For the Chargers, they're able to widen their lead.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his 2nd touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. This will be fielded at the 8. And he will be taken down here on the return on what will wind up being the final play of this 3rd quarter. Back now in the East Bay. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
10 logo.
A first down carry now for Crowell. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
At the 43-yard line.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
It's going to be a long day, offense. Stop there.
And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. That's complete to his tight end, Waller. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 11 yards there, first down.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
And it's still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. Got what they needed there. The drive continues with a 9-yard pickup. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Yep. He's mine.
Running the toss here to Jacobs. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Josh Jacobs, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Raiders get a score closer.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run, and one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. This one taken from the 7. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. They are clicking on all cylinders. They seem to be just scoring at will right now, and that's why they've opened up this big lead.
Now, we always talk about getting into the zone, and all athletes are seeking that, aren't they? Where everything is working for them. Every move they make works. It clicks, and they are on point right now.
Yeah, they are in that zone that you're talking about. Jackson, option right. Give him 12 yards there. The Chargers have a first down.
Well, that's the fear any defense has when the quarterback gets involved in the running game. You don't usually account for him, and he's hurting them today.
Yeah, he's been very involved in the running game. Defensively, when you've got the coverage good downfield, how do you account for him, though?
Occasionally, you start to spy him. Take someone who has the same agility, who can dance with him, run with him, and try and keep him in the pocket.
That'll be especially critical here as we come down the stretch in the 4th. Completes it to Watt. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. 17 yards for the Chargers there as they've got themselves a first down. He's played a great game. It continues right there, even with this lead, confident to throw the pass and have the reception made.
There's no doubt who the leader of their team is there? There's no doubt who they want to ride all the way to the finish, because strategy would tell you run the football, run the clock down. Instead, they're letting him throw it because they feel that confident in what he's getting done.
So 2nd and inches after that first down completion went just shy of the marker. Gordon. And an alley to run. Pushing through the contact. He'll have a first down inside the 10. A gain there of 21 yards.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
Here's Jackson. Got a man. It's Allen for the Charger touchdown. A 1-yard touchdown pass for the Chargers. They're able to widen their lead. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started.
Look at me, zipper. That's soft, baby. That's baby soft. Kill, kill, kill. Topper, topper.
They'll begin on the ground with Jacobs. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he can even get started. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13.
Ready, ready. 18 Gator.
Let's pick it up. It's our time, guys. Our time. Let's get off the pitch.
2nd and 13. Toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete. Antonio Brown, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down. Another incomplete pass there. What do you take from this game offensively?
Well, you know it's tough to really analyze for him because it is a team game, right? And let's be honest, though. The defense did them no favors in this one at all. Offense actually moved the ball. So, bottom line, film session, defense is going to be a real tough one for them. Offense, they'll get a little bit of praise.
For the pass complete to Ryan Graham. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 14 yards is the pickup there and a Raider first.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
They'll set up to throw. He's going to let this one go deep. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man on man. And you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
Ready? 18 Gator.
50 seconds to Mike. Hey, pick your game up.
Now.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. The open man here, Renfro. 20. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That's good for 28 yards. This quarterback now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Meanwhile, this one knocked down in the backfield. It's incomplete.
You got to give some credit. They're able to hop up in the air and bat that one away. And that's frustrating for an offensive lineman because the only recourse is when he goes in the air to try and get some type of a pop or a shove, hoping to bring his arms down.
That's complete to Richard, the running back. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Jalen Richard, his first touchdown on the year. And the Raiders make some inroads here on that deficit. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that'll cut the lead down to 18. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. This one taken from the 7. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. All of a sudden, they have quite a bit of breathing room. This was a one-score game, but touchdowns on their last 2 drives, and now comfort is here, so to speak.
It certainly is for them. Now, I've been in this situation before on the flip side of this. And all that's going on there is a little bit of finger pointing. Hey, what's going on? How can we stop them? Can someone make a play to try and stop this momentum?
Well, they're going to be ball hockey because they need a turnover on that other side. A pretty good-looking run there on first down. That'll go for 9 yards, just short of the line to gain. 9 yards on the run there, and it will take us to the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's Matt Bosher now as he'll punt it away for the second time. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once we were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, who cares?
And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Isaiah Crowell, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Raiders get a score closer. One play, 80 yards. Pretty easy drive to recap.
It certainly is, but not so easy to execute. Starting on your own 20, you want something to kickstart your drive and get it off to a nice start. They went for the whole thing and got it. That's a great way to send a message to the opposing team.
And this is going to be taken in by the Chargers, and it appears they're going to win this football game. Now the Raiders going to burn their third and final timeout as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in quarter number 4.
Set 70, Indy. Double time. Go.
Victory formation time for the Chargers. They take a knee.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 45-yard line.
Set up. 10-2 soft. Switch. Hit it.
Down to a knee one more time, and that should just about do it. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for our visitors, that early momentum continues here as they move to 4-0. And they'll get another road date next week. Meanwhile, for Oakland, they'll fall to 1-4 with a loss. And they'll try and turn things around next week as they have a date at MetLife Stadium with the New York Jets. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.